Call to order, City Council meeting, City of Forest Park Council meeting number 1275. Let's stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Burns. Collins.
Here.
Cottle. Here. Herbie.
Here.
Holt.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Southall.
Here.
You, Councilwoman Herbie, motion.
I would move to excuse Councilmember Burns. Second.
Moved and second that we excuse Councilmember Burns. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor of excusing Councilmember Burns, let it be known by the sign of voting aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Councilman, take note, Ray. Councilman Burns is excused. 5-1. Next order of business is minutes. Everybody should have received a copy of the minutes. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will stand approved as presented. Item number 3, there are no presentations. Item 4 is communications from the public. This is a time for citizens to comment on matters before council to ask questions of concern to them. When recognized, please come forward to the podium, give your name and address, and then state your comments or questions. Council meetings are tape recorded for either transcriptions. Comments are limited to 5 minutes. Any comments from communications from the public? Hearing none, we go to standing committees. Reports of standing committees. Item 5, first of those standing committees, Ways and Means, Councilwoman Herbie.
No report.
Any questions for Councilwoman Herbie? Hearing none, Councilwoman Herbie, I have one item on the agenda for you for next week's work session, the replacement storage array for virtual service. Actually, I have 2, and the second one is the 2017 tax budget. Do you have any to add?
No, sir.
Next committee report is Community Development. Mr. Burns is absent. Anybody on that committee report for him? Hearing none. Mr. Burns has 2 items on the agenda for the work session on the 11th. The first one is Empower Gas and Electric Energy Efficient Programs Expansion. The second is City's acceptance of Northland Boulevard Business Center sign. Item number C is Law Committee, Councilwoman Collins.
I have no report at this time.
Questions for Councilwoman Collins? Hearing none, Councilwoman Collins, I have no items on the agenda for the work session for you at this time. Do you have any to add?
No, I do not.
Next item on the agenda is Human Resources Committee, Councilwoman Holt.
I do not have a report tonight, thank you.
Councilwoman Holt, any questions for Councilwoman Holt? Hearing none, Councilwoman Holt, I have no items on the agenda for you. Do you have any to add?
No, I do not, thank you.
E, under Standing Committees, Public Improvements and Facilities Committee, Councilman Southall.
I do not have a report, Mr. Mayor, for public improvement and facilities. Thank you.
Any questions for Mr. Southall? Hearing none, Mr. Southall, I have no items on the agenda for you. Do you have any to add?
No, I do not at this time.
Next committee report is Public Safety, Councilwoman Cottle.
I continue to stay pretty busy with the Weed Riding Program. We're moving forward. There's been Saturday exercise at intermediate school. It's being well attended. And I had any particular meeting or any particular information for police or fire department this evening. Thank you.
Any questions for Councilwoman Cottle, Public Safety? Hearing none, Councilwoman Cottle, I have no items on the agenda for you for the work session on the 11th. Do you have any to add?
No, thank you.
Next report is Intergovernmental Relations and Communications. My committee, I have no reports. I'll answer any questions if there are any. There are no items on the agenda for Intergovernmental Communications and Relations for the work session. Next item is item number 6, the Mayor's Report. I have no items under the Mayor's Report at this time. We'll answer any questions if there are any. Item number 7, City Manager's Report, Mr. Hodges.
Thank you. I'll only report that the departmental reports were completed and placed on file with the clerk of council, and that we provided an executive summary for council and the general public that was issued today, so everybody should have a copy of that. That would conclude my report, but I will respond to any questions if there are any.
Questions for Mr. Hodges? Hearing none, thank you, sir. Next item, item number 8, other reports. The first of these being the law director's report. Mr. Wykoff.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have no report tonight, but would answer any questions.
Any questions for the law director? Hearing none, thank you, sir. Next report on the others is clerk of council, Mrs. Hoffman.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to report that resolution numbers 21-2016 and 22-2016 were posted as required. And that concludes my report.
Any questions for clerk of council? Hearing none. Thank you, Mrs. Hoffman. We move now to item 9, new business. Before that, a motion, Councilwoman Herbie.
I would move to suspend the rules requiring the reading in full on 2 separate days and read for the first time by title only, ordinance number 10-2016.
Second.
Been moved and second that we suspend the rules requiring the reading in full on 2 separate days and read for the first time only by title only. Is there any discussion? Councilwoman Herbie.
Only that the ordinance was posted as required.
Any further discussion? Hearing none. We'll have a roll call on the motion.
Collins,
Yes.
Cottle, Herbie,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Southall.
Yes.
Motion to suspend the rules passes 6-0. Next item on the agenda, item A, ordinance number 10-2016. Would the clerk please read that ordinance by title only?
Ordinance number 10-2016. An ordinance authorizing an agreement between the City of Forest Park and the Board of Hamilton County Commissioners relative to the improvement of West Sharon Road.
Is there a motion on the ordinance? Mr. Southall.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I offer a motion that ordinance number 10-2016 be received for adoption.
Second.
It's been moved and second that we adopt ordinance number 10-2016. Councilwoman Herbie, is there another motion?
Yes, I would move to amend ordinance number 10-2016 to add in the title and declaring an emergency, and to add as section 3, this ordinance is hereby declared an emergency measure necessary for the peace, health, safety, and welfare of the residents of the City of Forest Park due to the need to expedite the financial reimbursement in order to maintain the financial stability of the city. This ordinance shall be in full force and take effect from and after its passage.
Second.
Been moved and second that we amend ordinance number 10-2016 by addition, by adding to the title, as well as adding of section 3. Is there any discussion, Councilwoman Herbie?
It's self-explanatory.
Any further discussion on the amendment? Hearing none. We'll vote first on the amendment. Would the clerk please call the roll on the amendment?
Cottle,
Did you say Cottle or Collins?
Cottle. Herbie,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Southall,
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
The amendment to the motion passes 6-0. Now that brings us back to the amended total motion. Is there any discussion on the amended motion, Councilman Southall?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. This ordinance deals with the resurface of Sharon Road from Southland to Waycross. And it'll be primarily paid by the grant that we would receive. This is a total of $120,000 that would be received from the Hamilton County road funds. And it would also allow us to perhaps have repairs for Southland to Corona.
Corona.
Okay. So, Mr. Mayor, I would offer a motion that this would be adopted.
Any further discussions on ordinance 10-2016? Hearing none, would the clerk please call the roll on the motion?
Herbie,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes?
Southall,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Cottle.
Yes.
Ordinance number 10-2016 passes 6-0. Next item on the business, on the agenda is Resolution 23-16. Is there a motion, Councilwoman Herbie?
Yes, I would move to suspend the rules requiring the reading in full and read resolutions number 23-2016 and 24-2016 by title only.
Second.
Been moved and second that we suspend the rules requiring the reading in full and read resolutions number 23 and 24-2016 by title only. Is there discussion?
Only that these were posted as required.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, would the clerk please call the roll on the motion to suspend?
Holt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes?
Southall,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Cottle, Herbie.
Yes.
Motion to suspend the rules passes 6-0. Next item on the agenda, item B, resolution number 23-2016. Would the clerk please read that motion by title only?
Resolution number 23-2016, a resolution authorizing the city manager to accept an urban land assistance program grant to facilitate the demolition and redevelopment of the Forest Park Activity Center.
Is there a motion, Councilwoman Herbie?
Yes, I would move to adopt resolution number 23-2016.
Second.
It's been moved and second that we adopt resolution 23-2016. Is there a discussion, Councilwoman Herbie?
Yes, we're very pleased to report that we have secured a $30,000 Urban Land Assistance Program grant to demolish the activity center. And while this only requires an administrative signature, we're asking for a resolution to memorialize the terms which require us to use this money for the demolition and to hold it for community redevelopment. So I would urge adoption of this motion.
Any further discussion on resolution 23-2016? Hearing none, would the clerk please call the roll on the motion?
Johnson,
Yes?
Southall,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Cottle, Herbie,
Yes.
Holt.
Yes.
Resolution 23-2016 passes 6-0. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 24-2016. Would the clerk please read this resolution by title only?
Resolution number 24-2016, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with Ferrara Fire Apparatus for the purchase of one 107-foot aerial ladder truck.
Is there a motion, Councilwoman Cottle?
Yes, I would recommend adoption of resolution 24-2016.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we adopt resolution 24-2016. Is there a discussion, Councilwoman Cottle?
Yes, from the finance department is a discussion that the city's approved the lease purchase financing several pieces of equipment, including a new ladder truck. Finance has delayed the purchase legislation for this truck as we are waiting the first half property tax settlement to arrive in the Hamilton County audit to make sure the additional fire levy passed. Last year came in as expected. We received the settlement on June 14th, and the revenue has come in as expected. Staff is recommending to proceed with the purchase of the new truck. The total purchase price of the new truck will cost up to $900,000 to be paid for over a 5-year period that will be given in August of this year at an interest rate between 2% and 3%. We will know the final interest rate when we close on the lease in mid-July. This is the most cost-effective way to purchase a vehicle of this kind. Consideration for passage at the July council meeting.
Oh.
Thank you. It would be greatly appreciated. And then from Chief Alfie Jones, the fire department's in the planning phase, the replacement of the ladder truck, and anticipate placing the order for this purchase mid to late August 2016. Received a ladder truck in August of 2003, the maintenance cost and the number of days this truck is out of service continues to increase. It's expected to delivery of the new apparatus within 360 days of placing the order. The purchase meets the State of Ohio minimum bid contract requirements, and a formal bid process is not required. The lease purchase authorization has been approved by Council through Ordinance 07-2016. The removal and sale of our present ladder truck will occur once the fire department takes delivery of the new apparatus. And then finally, this is one of the largest single items that the city purchases, but is consistent with the budget and lease purchase plan. It's recommended that we proceed with this to replace, as I said, the 2003 model. Purchasing the ladder truck off the state bid list, so no further bidding is required. The lease purchase authorization's been approved, and we're basically updating on the status and recommending that we proceed with the purchase. We would be purchasing it from Fiera Fire Apparatus in Holden, Louisiana, for approximately $894,377. And then once we receive the new ladder truck, which will take about a year to build to our specifications simply because there are other orders ahead of us, we would put our current ladder truck on the government web auction block. And I would recommend passage of resolution number 24, 2016.
Any further discussions? Hearing none, will the clerk please call the roll on Resolution 24, 2016?
Sethall,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Cottle,
Yes?
Herbie,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes, Resolution 24-2016 passes 6-0. Next item on the agenda is item D, and that would be a motion in order. Councilwoman Cottle.
I move to concur with the Village of Green Hills appointment of Ms. Trescredi, and to concur the appointment of Mr. Joe Orndorff to the Community Programming Board, Regional Council of Governments, and CPB Holdings Incorporated Board for the terms expiring 3/31/2019. We've been informed by Chip Berquist that Teresa Trescredi replaced Tom Bruckman for the term expiring 3/31/2019. This is a Green Hills appointed representative on the board, so having no objection, we merely need to concur with their appointment of Ms. Trescredi and also concur in the reappointment of Mr. Joe Orndorff to the Community Programming Board for the term expiring 3/31/2019, and I would encourage passage of this.
Second.
And moved and second that we adopt the motion to concur with the appointments for the Village of Green Hills. Is there any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, let it be known by the sign of voting aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion passes unanimously. Is there any further business to come before the body? Any further business to come before the body? Hearing none, meeting is adjourned.